Welcome to the Ego Opus video guide. This series is an audio-visual version of the rulebook for my deck-building card game, Ego Opus. If you'd prefer to read the text version of the rulebook, or would like to see the other videos in this series, you can find links in the description. Part 2. Card Anatomy. In order to understand the following parts, you should become familiar with the components that make up each card type, of which there are 3. Artists. Name. The name of the artist. School. The school of art that the artist practices. There are 7 schools: visual, musical, literary, performing, crafting, culinary, and martial. The school an artist practices determines the works that they can play. Base attack represents the power of the artist's attacks without any additions or subtractions. The value of this number after additions and or subtractions is just called attack. Base drive represents the artist's artistic passion without any additions or subtractions. The value of this number after additions and or subtractions is just called drive. The more drive an artist has, the more works they can play and the longer they can survive. Signature. A trait or quirk unique to the artist. Signatures are essentially passive abilities, and their text should be followed at all times. Specialty. A work that the artist is especially good at. Each artist has a different specialty. Pointer. A helpful arrow that helps keep track of what the artist is targeting. Portrait. A picture of the artist. How nice. Works. Name. School. The school that an artist must match in order to play the work. The only exception is all works, which may be played by any artist. Drive cost. Represents the passion required to perform or create the work. Reduces the drive of the artist doing the work by the printed value. Result. How the work affects the artist's target when it is flipped during the flip phase. Filler. Empty space. Enables more space-efficient stacking of works. Egos. Name. Base attack. Base health. Represents the vitality of the ego without any additions or subtractions. The value of this number after additions and or subtractions is just called health. Strategies. Describes which artist the ego intends to attack during the ego phase. Egos always have 2 strategies. If the one on top doesn't have any eligible targets, the ego goes with the one on the bottom instead. Portrait. That's every part of each card type briefly explained. The specifics of each will be detailed in the following parts.